don't talk to them, they're going to be a victim when they get older to the system, and the system will destroy you. All right, let's roll on.
Where you over there?
Let's go. We going to start dealing with these 18 recommendations.
Okay. 18 recommendations for minimizing inheritance conflict.
Mm-hmm.
You worked hard to build your nest egg.
Yes, you sure have. If you have one.
What's a nest egg?
A nest egg is savings.
Oh, okay. You saved, invested wisely, and were careful to manage the myriad.
The pyramid, or it's just like a stock port, like a portfolio type thing.
Oh, okay.
You know, you got different things and different.
Risks that threaten your life savings. Having invested so much time, effort, and sacrifice into getting where you are, it only makes sense that you would like to pass your life's work onto your loved ones.
Yes.
With the least amount of tax and government interference.
Yes. All right.
There are well-established tools to ensure that your financial legacy reaches the independent recipients.
Uh-huh.
Wills, revocable trust, irrevocable trust. What's that?
Those are trusts. Trusts are, if you go to the bank and you open an account, say, I want this trust put in the name of my, say, KD, and I don't want him to be able to get the money until he's 18.
Oh.
That's a trust. You see what I'm saying?
What's a revocable?
Revocable means that you can, if, say for instance, I say, well, my grandson, I want to put this money, I want to start putting money into an account for him. Now, if he goes to school to age 21, he'll get the money at the end of 21. But if he does not go to school, then he cannot receive the money.
Oh, so that's right. That's what they're revocable.
Irrevocable. That's right. That's what that
Family
means.
limited partnerships and LLCs.
LLC, these are businesses, so you ain't got to go through that. Let's go down to anticipating and avoiding conflict.
It is especially important to anticipate conflict.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Inheritance conflict is often the final straw for challenged families.
Yes.
When members vow to never speak to one another again. Which you just talked about.
That's right. That's right.
Some circumstances require special planning.
That's right.
If you have remarried, you must balance the financial and emotional needs of your spouse with those of your natural children.
Yes.
If your children don't get along, then you must choose.
for necessaries, meaning you have to choose a certain type of way you want to deal with these situations. You know what I'm saying? Because you have heard of families that have stepchildren in it and they don't get along. You know, so you got to sit down and plan this out and talk to them and bam, 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 bam. You know. So if you don't, because that's that, you know, and we ain't gotta really go too much into this because we see this every single day. You got family members killing other family members to get an inheritance, to get that money. You see it all the time on television, all the time. It's true stories. So what we have to understand is if we don't teach people, teach our children, because you know, really, I hate really getting into this subject, but we have to touch on it because money is the root of all evil.
That's right.
If we don't train them the proper way on learning how that money can help them, instead of them thinking that I got to have it, if you teach them wisdom and knowledge, that will go much further than money. Because if you got something, you wise enough, you can always make money as long as you live it. As long as you got your health insurance, you can make money. But the wisdom and knowledge you're not going to always have if you're not taught it. And we've been teaching that, right? All right, let's go down.
Actions that can reduce conflict.
All right, now we're gonna get into these 18 things. Let's go through these, brother, and let's talk about it a little bit.
Address personal property separately.
Why would you do that? And if you was a parent, why would you address these personal property issues separately? Why do you think that's necessary?
That's necessary because what if I give this person the couch?
Okay.
Then I gotta give her something like the bed.
That's right. That's right.
Like personal property is like whatever like that person is attached to.
Yes. Yes.
Then you should leave that in your will that if I like this couch.
Yes. Yes.
Then I would give Tyrone this couch.
Right.
If my daughter really liked her bed, I would give her the bed.
That's right.
And so on and so forth.
Right. That's
but
right.
also you don't want to do it all together because they're going to be arguing over it.
That's right. That's right.
Like, why do you get the couch and I just get a bed?
Yeah.
See what I mean?
And that's the problem. That's it. That's conflict. But if you write these things down, then they can't fight over it. And that's why it's so important to write wills and write things out and give it and have a lawyer notarize, get a notarized notary and have a lawyer have it just in case if something happens, it's all written down. Then they can't say nothing about it. Because if you don't write them down, oh man, it's on. It's on.
It's all like Donkey Kong,
Oh.
what I say.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Update the estate plan regularly.
Okay, so basically all that's talking about is if you do have an estate, if you have a big home, $1 million, $2 million, $3 million home.
Check how much it is.
Yeah, check
how much it's actually worth.
Exactly. Update the estate plan, who you want the house to go to, or you want to sell it, whatever. Because you don't want people fighting over stuff and you are no longer here. It makes no sense because they're not going to respect it like you respect it and the way you took care of it. All people want to do is get the money, whatever kind of money they can get out of the situation. That's all they're concerned about. They can give a rat's tail about what you got or not. They just want how much is the value? How much can I get for it?
Right.
Right or wrong? All right.
Hold an open discussion on special assets.
Yes, that's right. You may have, like I said, I may have a special trust for KD. Whatever. Well, KD, such and such, at age 21, this is what's sitting in the bank for you. If you do this, and do this, you'll receive that I say if you graduate at college at such an age, then this money is yours. But if you do not, you don't get anything. Bam. Plain and simple.
Consider a
Prenuptial.
Is that what a prenup is?
Prenup, that's right. Prenuptial agreement, that's right. And what that means, you know what a prenup is. You know what a prenuptial is, right? It's agreement. A marriage. If you come into a marriage, and you got some stuff. Say for instance, I'm bringing $1 million worth of assets with me. We gonna sign an agreement. If we get separated, you don't get none of this because I had it before I came to you.
Oh, okay.
You sign off one, I sign. I think I don't really like that, but you do have problems like that, and they'll go to court, and the judge said, "Well, you got to give her half what you got." But wait a minute, judge. This stuff I had this stuff before I even knew her. Well, it don't matter. She gonna get half of it. So if you sign a prenup, then she can't get it. Okay, or vice versa, or he can't get it. That's what that means.
Clearly identify gifts and loans.
Oh, why is that important? You know, they can really mess you up, Brother Josh, when it comes to tax time. You can only allow it to give certain things through the year. You have to make gifts and loans. Parents often help adult children experiencing financial distress. So what that means is if you're going to give your child a gift is something that you don't have to give back, right? But if it's a loan,
you gotta pay it back.
That's right. And you got to make those things clear. Well, Brother Josh, I'm gonna bless you with $100. That means you ain't gotta give it back to me.
Really?
I wish I could do that right now. But if I say, Josh, I'm gonna loan you $100,
I gotta pay you back.
you gotta pay me back. That's the difference. And see, some children in this world, some children think that they are, what's the word we've been talking about, Brother Josh? Entitled. You see,
or privilege.
Or privilege. That's a better word. I like that word. You got a lot of children that you know, probably know rich kids. They think that they are entitled or privileged. Well, I want a Mercedes. My friend's got one, and I'm only 16 years old. Yeah, I deserve one. Wait a minute. Yeah, I know, but that's how it is. I see the students at Duke University all the time, riding around in Mercedes and Beamers. Wait a minute, you come to school to learn. What is that all about? But see, when they get
their parents gave it to them.
Yeah, but see, they sending the wrong message. Because when they get older, they gonna think they supposed to have, and that's when they start looking down upon people. You see? All right, very good.
Properly fund trusts.
Okay, properly funded trust. All that means is basically, it says all assets should be funded or properly retitled into a trust to avoid probate and confusion as to tester's intent. So basically, what it is, it's just protecting you and that person.
Right.
You know, if you gonna put it in their name, put some stipulations on it. That's all that is. All right.
Avoid joint ownership.
Why is that? What does joint ownership mean to you?
You both own it together.
So what kind of problem you think that would happen? That would make if something happened?
An argument.
Yes. Maybe fight or maybe somebody getting killed. Right. So sometimes, you know, if have you ever heard somebody say, "I need you to co-sign for a loan for me"?
Yep.
The worst thing you can ever do, because they're not going to take responsibility. And then what happens is all the money, if they didn't never pay that loan, it comes on you, because you
get off the co-sign.
Yeah, because you co-sign for it. All right. So all right.
Prearranged funeral details.
Okay. Why think that's
in the
important?
will.
Yeah.
Because this is the way I want to go.
Yeah.
If I die, I want to have a funeral. If I die, I want to be cremated.
Right.
That way, your family can't decide it for you.
That's
they
right,
can
brother.
Decide what you want.
That's right, brother. That's right.
Oh, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Since we're talking about that. So what's it called when like, cause my friend has like complete control over her mom.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's called power of attorney.
That's it. Yeah, she has the power of attorney. Like, what does that actually mean?
Power of attorney means that if the mother or the parent get to a point that they cannot communicate or make decisions on their own, that person, the daughter, if it's the daughter, she has the daughter has the right to make decisions for her mother. That's what power of attorney.
She's on life support. She has the option of terminating life support.
Yeah, because if she has a power of attorney, yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah. That's a legal right. Yep.
So she has the right basically to make the decision for her mom.
Yes, yes. Is her mother very ill?
She has dementia.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, so she needs somebody to make decisions for her.
yeah, that's why she has power of attorney.
Power of attorney. Yeah. Okay. All right. Very good.
All right. So what happens if the power of attorney isn't there to do that? Like say that her mom's in the hospital, but she's way across on the other side of the globe. Like, how would they?
Well, that person.
Now you see what
well,
now you see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but that person, if put it this, let's say it this way, if that person is signing, if the person that's sick is signing over their rights to the child, whoever it is, to protect them and to make decisions for them, that person needs to make some kind of arrangement to make sure that they're around, because that tells me that person is not going to be around too much longer. So they need to be around. So it wouldn't be a wise thing to leave the country or do other things like that. You know what I'm saying?
I would say leave the country. I mean, like, she's in like California or somewhere.
Well, you will want somebody that has power of attorney to be close to you, because if something happens, how you gonna get there quickly? Right. You know, you really need somebody that's gonna be in the house with you. Bam, 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 bam. You know what I'm saying?
See, they normally have like power of attorney when they're not like really sick.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. You know, but no, not always. Now you can have some persons that, you can have a person that may have a learning disability, you know, and they can't really talk for themselves. Then you can get a power of attorney that way. You see what I'm saying? Okay.
Named spouse as primary fiduciary.
That means what we just talked about before. That means, like, let me put it this way: it's like a beneficiary. Okay, that's what it's basically like a beneficiary. If I go to the bank and open an account or take out an insurance policy, and I say, well, I want $1 million, and if I die, that $1 million goes to you because you're the beneficiary. That's what that means.
Make logically defensible choices.
That's right. And that's what anything in life. You got to make logical choices.
Yeah.
You got to. But we as men, we don't make logical choices, do we?
Nope.
No.
We think with our penis.
Yeah.
we do other stuff that to avoid having that.
Yes.
To avoid having to do that.
Yeah.
Once we do that, we're screwed.
Yeah. We mess ourselves up. Yeah. That's right. All right.
Be aware of long-established sibling roles.
Wow. Now you know. I didn't really have a brother to grow. My brother's way older. My brother's in their 70s.
Yeah, brothers.
Oh yeah, I got two brothers. Yeah, man. Yeah, my brother is I think my brother is 75. Much older than I am.
I didn't know. I thought you was the only child.
No. I got two brothers. One of my brothers died, but my other brother's in Pittsburgh. But the point of this is that there could be sibling rivalries. I know you may have no.
Oh yeah.
You know, they're fighting.
Me and my brother fought all the time growing up.
Okay.
We hated each other.
Okay. So basically, what we're saying, don't let these things come between you. When it comes to inheritance, when you're training the children, make sure that, and I'm not going to say that you're not going to always get along. You're not. You know, you're going to have arguments here and there. But the main thing is that you come back together and make those amends and move forward. You see what I'm saying? And that's what you men got to understand. You need to teach your children how to respect one another. If it's a sister or a brother in the house, make them learn how to respect and love one another. Because once you're dead and gone, that's the sister and brother's the only thing that you got.
Exactly.
You know, that's all you got. So the inheritance here is teaching knowledge, teaching respect, teaching love. If you do those things, then everything should be all right.
Appoint a committee.
Okay, what does that mean? Sometimes you may have to get somebody to get a third party in there to help with situations.
So that would be like a lawyer or something.
It could be a lawyer, yes. It could be a lawyer. It could be a family friend along with the lawyer. It could be somebody else, family doctor or whatever, that have a committee to help make decisions for you when it gets to that point about inheritances and things of that nature. You may need that.
All right, let me ask you a question. So, like, you know, like, when you're young, your mom has, like, all the authority over you.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, what age can you be, like, you're your own legal guardian?
18.
18.
Well, how can I put that? I better not say 18.
Cause I sign my own paperwork, but I don't know if I have actual guardianship over myself.
What do you mean guardianship? Oh, to make your own decisions?
Right.
Well, you should know that. You ain't get nobody power of attorney, did you? Well,
That's what I know of.
Well, no, you 20. You what? 22 now?
24.
Oh, you're 24 now. All right. So at this point,
You don't remember that one.
well, I'm getting old, man.
Man, I'll get there, G.
Yes, sir. Thank God.
Every day we get older.
That's right. Every day. So basically, what it is, it just depends. Certain things you got to be 18 as a young boy, and then certain things you got to be 21. Okay. So when it comes to things that nature, you just got to check out what the state laws, what the state laws are in that particular state, and then
Even though I've been in a group home, I still sign all my papers.
yeah.
Like the doctor things I sign,
Okay.
house rules or whatever I sign.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
That's why I asked you that, because I didn't know, like, if I was in the group home, if the owner of that group home had guardianship over me.
They're responsible for you up to a point, but you need to find out if they got sole responsibility. You need to find out.
Where do I go to find that out?
Who's the head of the house?
Mr. Dom?
Okay, talk to him. Give me the money to talk to.
Right.
Because who do they work under? Who do they answer to?
I don't know. I never asked. I just know he owns
Okay.
the house.
All right, well, that's something that you need to ask. All right? Something you need to ask about. All right.
Recognize primary obligation within first marriage.
Wow, that's huge.
Go ahead and introduce that one, Tyrone.
Wow. Recognize primary obligation. Now,
That was funny. You said recognize.
I know, right? Men, when you get married, there's a certain obligation you have for that woman. And it goes back to the beginning again. Lead, protect, and provide. But you also have to be willing to be able to compromise. All right? Be willing to listen a lot. These things are not easy because, see, we as men, we're not used to commitment when it comes to women. We're not. We want a raw dog and knock it down. But other than that, we don't understand what it is when we get into a relationship. So you need to recognize what your position is, and she has to recognize what her position is, and then y'all don't cross those boundaries. Because I'm gonna tell you, once that spouse crosses the line, it's no coming back. All right, it's no coming back. This is. All right.
Balance the needs of second spouses and children.
Yeah, you got to balance that. So that's very simple. That brother Josh, you said that earlier. There are going to be problems in the household. You're going to have brothers and stepbrothers and stepsisters if you have that. But you got to balance the time that you spend with them. You have to balance the time with the spouse as well, the wife or the husband, which one it could be. Because if you don't, one of the children or the wife may feel that you're lacking off. You know, everybody needs to feel loved and appreciated. So if you're favoring one over the other, you're already making a big mistake right there, because that's going to put you in a deep hole. All right, and you don't want to go there. Okay, especially when a woman gets mad and really comes on the warpath, brother. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be there.
Yeah.
All right.
Leave to children equally and disinherit only as a matter of a last resort.
I'm here. Go ahead, brother. I'm listening.
Player's going to explain.
Oh, what about leading the children equally disinherit as? Yeah, basically what that is.
Because you can explain what each one is, but you didn't want to explain what.
Oh, okay. No, because I thought that was just basically so explanatory. You don't want to. You said this earlier. You don't want to favor one child or the other child. You don't want to do that because you create animosity within the family structure. You know. I think I was listening to something the other day. Somebody was saying something. I was looking at the debate thing. Cruz, Ted Cruz. Yeah, it wasn't a debate. They was having a town hall in New York, in Brooklyn. And Ted Cruz said he told a story about his daughter. He has two daughters. One is 8, one is 5. And Ted Cruz said when he comes home, he likes to sit down and play with his daughters for a little while. And he asked the youngest daughter to give him a hug. And she said, no, I'm not giving you no hug. And she always do this, right? And she said, I don't want no hug. And she said, it bothers him something. But he goes on. But the oldest daughter said that, Daddy, I'll give you a hug. And he said, okay, I'll take your hug. So when the oldest daughter